Hi. Being a full-time student is like having Asperger's. You have to be organized. My grandson Connor was diagnosed with Asperger's 2 years ago, and learning to live with it has been a real big challenge. We found out it's so much better to be organized than to have to live with chaos. There are days we've all felt like this. When Connor has a good day, you know it, but when he has a bad day and something goes wrong, either at school, at home, outside playing, everything is ruined for the rest of the time. You've got to be organized. Have a clean place to study. College students need to have a place to study that's quiet so they can really study and so it is retained. When you don't think about the mesh, then you can study better. Get a checklist. Do it in the order in which they are due. That way nothing is late. Getting a scholarship is not just for students. It's for working mothers and anyone else who wants to get that scholarship. There is financial aid out there for everyone. Just call your school and they will get you started and let you know. Anyone can get one. 1 in every 4 students is over the age of 30. The National Survey Center for Education Statistics said that about 74 are non-traditional students who are over the age of 25, and this started back in 1999. Today, it's 1 in 4 that are over the age of 30. Have a plan. Call that school. Get organized. Pick out your classes. They will help you get the classes that you need, the classes that will help you with your job, promotion, with that goal. Just call the school and they will help you. You must have a plan to help you get where you're going. Shuffling college, work, and family, it's hard. And you're going to have a lot of homework. There will be school projects you will need to complete. You'll need supplies. You'll have, instead of classes, you may even have a Zoom, which is like a class meeting. You've got to be organized and be ready. According to the National Survey of Student Engagement, finding the average student spends about 17 hours a week preparing for classes, and that's not include the class time itself. But that will you're going to have homework, reading, assignments, and lots of things that you're going to have to do in that time. Schedule family time. Being a full-time parent and a full-time student, it's hard and it's challenging for an 18-year-old in a full-time job. Have a family calendar just like school. That way you're going to be organized and everything will go in its proper order. Know your syllabus. Keep track of it because your syllabus is going to tell you everything you'll need to know for each class. Create a spreadsheet. Put the important dates at the top and put them in the proper order. That way you will never be late. And if they're in the dates, when everything is due, you'll have everything in order and you'll know what to do next. The best way to study for exams is to prepare for it for weeks. Do not practice it. Practice it. Don't wait till the last minute. Do practice tests. And when you take the time to do that, you will be prepared. Have all your materials. Know your computer. It's your best friend. Need to know how to Google. You're going to need Word. You're going to have to do PowerPoints, highlighters. You're going to need everything. Books. Just make sure you're organized so you have all these things. Know your computer. Google Docs, it's also wonderful. It's great for school projects, and you will have school projects, lots of group projects with other friends. If you do your homework and you leave it at home, the best thing is to get on the computer at school. You can print it up then. It's wonderful. In class, ask questions. There is not a dumb question. A dumb question if you don't know the answer. Don't be shy. You paid to go to school. Everything the professor writes on the board, you need to write it down because it's important. That's why he's writing it. Use lots of flashcards. It's great for memorization. Flashcards are a reliable tool that is an aid for memorization. They can be used to create games like Jeopardy, questionnaires to help you make study fun and efficient, and they will retain with you better. Leave yourself reminders. Nobody utilizes their electronics anymore. Send yourself an email, because sometimes we might leave our checklist at home. But if you have an email that says, hey, today I have a test at 2, this paper is due at noon, and this one's due tomorrow, have that reminder. It's always great to have a backup. Getting to school early. When you get to school early for a test, give yourself 30 minutes, because you don't know, there's a lot can happen between here and there. 30 minutes. And when you get to class, relax, trust yourself. You know this. You've got this. You've studied. And when you do take the test, go through the whole test and answer the ones you know first. So you don't want to linger on one question too long. Then go back and answer the other ones. And try not to change too many, because your first impression usually is the right one. Getting those credentials is the most important thing for you right now. It gives you credibility, competency, handling responsibility. It shows your employer that you're ready for that promotion. You want that job. Get everything. Get that dream job. This is why you're here for. The most important thing to remember is be organized, because when you're organized, it'll help you get your goals. Take lots of notes, lots of questions. Study early, get to the test early, and keep your eye on the prize. And the only way you're going to get that is to be organized.